say was, which you probably already know, like how I found my deadlift. When I pick it up, wherever I set it down the first, that's like, notice kind of where the bar is along my feet. Because your body will set it down where, if you're going to do a second rep, like say you started out too far and you're like, whoa. So what the hell am I babbling about right now? It's real simple. If you want to find where you should have the bar across your feet so you're not too far back, you're sitting down in it and you shoot your butt up, or too far forward to where you're doing a good morning and you'll mess your back up, simply pick the weight up and then drop it, set it straight down, and wherever the bar lands, generally speaking, is a pretty good setup for most people. I know there's more to it than that, but we're talking real basics here. I started calling my wife Muscle Mommy because of a video I saw where a younger woman had coined the phrase, and I thought, man, that really fits. What do you got? You got a woman who used to be ripped. She was shredded when we first started dating, and like everything else, we get a little bit older, we have kids, and things don't line up the way they used to. And even I, man, during that time period, even I had let myself go. I had gotten to the heaviest I'd ever been. I think I got up to like 240 pounds. I was a pudgy little boy. So getting back into the gym, that's tough, man. And her friend have been meeting each other religiously at 4 in the morning, 3 times a week for the last, I don't know, 2 months. And I try to go and meet up with them, and they usually like me to stay out of their business. Like, hey, you go over there and do your meathead stuff, and we're gonna stay here and talk crap about our husbands. And, you know, gotta give them that time, and I'm happy to do so. But I've also been low-key trying to infect them with my ideology, because I see the circuits that they're doing and, you know, the goals they're trying to meet. And if I told them, if I can just get you guys to start doing a couple of compound lifts, heavy compounds, at the beginning of each workout, and then you just go and do the rest of your normal routine, you're gonna meet your goals exponentially faster. And I'm just trying to stay out of it. I'm not trying to coach them. I'm not trying to get in their business. Just trying to be like, hey, maybe you could do this, try this out for a little bit, see how it works. I'm glad to say that I think they're coming around to it. Because once you get on, like, say, the hack squat machine, like, she has neck issues, so the hack squat machine's a perfect place to start. You can load that sucker up and put a significant amount of weight on it. And just really, if you do that lift properly, especially if your goal is to, you know, shape your posterior chain, that really does tick all the boxes off. And for all of you people that have a hard time doing barbell squats, you know, there's nothing wrong with a Smith machine or a hack squat. You got to do what you got to do. I personally think the leg press, the sled, is a waste of time. So I encourage people not to spend too much time on that. You know, there's a reason why the average man can leg press 1,000 pounds but can't squat 315. Why is that? Your legs are plenty strong. It's your core. The core is the weak part of that chain. And when I say that, people are like, my core is strong, there's nothing wrong with my core. No. I'm not saying your core is weak. I'm saying it is the weak part of that chain. Of all the muscle groups, your core will always be the weakest. And that's just pretty much not controversial, so deal with it. But anytime you can do compound lifts, or the more of your body you can use at the same time, the more you're going to engage your core, and the stronger that will be overall. And you're just going to meet your goals that much quicker. And then you can start getting into, you know, like periodization, rep ranges, that sort of thing. But for now, if you're beginning, just load up that barbell, put some weight on it, and do some good old-fashioned linear progression. You know, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks. When that starts to plateau, that's when we can start getting creative. But for right now, just putting weight on the bar is your friend. On a side note, I'm an idiot. I found out that I do not compete in October. I compete in November. This whole time, I thought it was October 18th, and it's November 18th. So I have an entire month more to prepare. And I'll be honest with you, it has thrown a wrench in my training. I don't really know what to do now that I have an extra 5 weeks. This is good though. I think I'll do a deload and just spend some time healing up a little bit and go, hit it hard for 3 or 4 weeks. We'll up the volume a little bit and see if I can't squeeze another few pounds out of each of the lifts and go from there, I guess. Training by myself in my dungeon has always been a staple of my training. I think that I have so many advantages to training alone. When I'm by myself, I don't get overly amped up. I'm not listening to heavy metal music. I'm not getting all just rah. And yeah, the substandard equipment, everything's just a little bit harder, and it's almost like a PED in itself. So that when I get in front of everybody and I'm on the platform and I've got good equipment, all those weights just feel so much lighter and easier, and it's better than any pre-workout. But I get so much enjoyment from just also hanging out and seeing other people. Balance. I think balance is the key. You want to find a place where you can do some serious damage, get some serious training in, where no one's there to interrupt you. But there's a lot of value to just getting out there and being amongst friends and like-minded individuals, and maybe even contributing a little bit. I have a lot of people come up to me and ask me questions, and I always tell them, you're free to come train with me. No one's yet taken me up on the offer, but it still stands. And anybody in Vegas that might be listening to this video, any of you are welcome to hit me up. I am not looking for money. I am not a trainer. I'm just a meathead who's been lifting for a very long time. And with my experience, maybe I can help you meet your goals. So, don't be afraid to hit me up, guys. On a side note, another side note, barbells in this gym suck, man. They have no knurling on them. I could barely hold this thing. And they're training on substandard equipment, I'm telling you. It'll definitely make your platform lifts that much better. I never really realized that. It took me a long time to get there, but if you're training on substandard equipment, it will definitely translate to your platform lifts. After we're done training, we'll spend a little bit of time doing all the stretching, all the mobility stuff. You guys ask me, do you stretch before or after? Always after. If you're going to go heavy, if your goal is to lift maximum weight, always stretch afterwards.